No, your eyes do not deceive you, and yes, we're here with the Husky, but no normal Husky. This is the Husky Ultimate Special Super Mega Edition. All joking aside, this is like my 500th Husky, and that's because they had the original Husky, which was awesome. Same size, but it flew on a 4S battery. People loved it. They ate it up. It was a really good airplane for the price, especially the size and just its flyability. So they came out with the special edition, and it had some upgraded hinges, a couple other neat little things like a wooden prop, and the ability to fly on a 5S battery. 5S battery. I think they had a great idea, but realized nobody has 5S batteries. So I think that was its one flaw. If you wanted to fly it, a lot of people still flew it on 4S, but maybe they'd throw in a 5S battery, and that was the only plane people would have to fly on 5S, unless you're one random crazy person out there, like me. And then they came out with the Ultimate Edition. This is a 6S version of the Husky. It looks amazing. It slaps together just like all the other Huskies. It didn't take me very long at all. I think it's amazing that it has so much ample space to work on. Don't you just love a big airplane to get your fingers in there and do what you gotta do so you can get your airplane ready to fly? I do. I'll be flying on a 6S 3200 milliamp LiPo today, and hoping to just have a really good time maidening my brand new Husky Ultimate Super Mega Special Edition. Let's go. So I yanked this receiver out of an airplane that had safe in it, and I'm pretty sure safe is off right now, like 90% sure. And we're just gonna go for it. The poor old Husky, its maiden flights traditionally haven't been super great, but I've had so many maidens on these planes, I'm hoping this is just really good. By the way, I got the lights plugged in and everything, so it was a receiver that had all these extra channels. Let's go, Abby. Oh yeah, there we go. That's nice. I got it all visually trimmed on the ground. I've got my wing struts actually in place where they're supposed to go. Zero throttle, safe should be off. Feels really good right now. Oh, that's zero. I'm not touching the sticks at all. That's just dead center. Bam, right there. There you go. Ciao. Got a little bit of a curve, so we got to work that out. Just maybe rudder. That might have just been rudder, maybe a little aileron. Let's see here, Abby. Let's go for a roll. Assuming, oh no, safe's on. Okay. That's why it's flying so good. But to be honest, I'm really surprised that safe transitioned from the last airplane into this one so smoothly. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Ooh, 6S power. Here we go. And then let's kick safe off and make sure it doesn't just tumble. You know what? Darn. I have high and low rates, but safe is just stuck on. So that's what we're gonna do this flight. This maiden flight is gonna be a good old big giant boring trainer airplane. And in my next follow-up flight, I will just rebind it with safe off. So that's what we'll do in this flight, and that's okay. That's totally fine. My other switches are, the nice thing about this airplane is it comes with the flight stabilization on it, and you can, I really wish I could throw safe off on this one. Let's see, can I hit some flaps? There's flaps, I got full flaps on. So we can have some really good stall fun with this airplane. There's full flaps, let's go with rudder. This plane will wingtip stall if you don't handle it properly, but with 6S power, we should be able to punch out of anything. Abby, there we go. Maybe we can do some touch and go, just full scale stuff. This is, guys, I've always said big airplanes fly better than small airplanes. You put a safe receiver in there, or you get the flight stabilization, and this is like one of the world's best trainer airplanes because of the size. Look at this. Look at this, Abby. A little bounce to it, but we're gonna just full throttle blast back into the sky. I'm just flying with flaps on and just cruising around having a good time. Hey, we can still have fun even if we can't get upside down. That's all right. What a nice, beautiful, calm day to fly on. Let's see if we can get a nice smooth landing with full flaps. Not really smooth, but we can keep working on it, and that's okay. Let's keep taking off. Here we go. Abby's got her head on a swivel. We heard someone radio in. I actually see the airplane up there. They're definitely not coming in.
I thought so.
They're just going to fly over, and that's one thing that we have to be very aware of where we fly. Here we go, coming in hot. Flaps on. We'll punch it. Very nice, you guys. The assembly of this airplane goes together very quickly. It's bolted together. It's an Aeros airplane. We expect high quality out of them because they are high quality airplanes. The nice thing is they're backed by a mom and pop hobby shop. A lot of people are concerned about made in America with our hobby, and that's just really hard, if not impossible, to come by right now. But with these guys, we can really expect, there we go, that's nice. Let's do a little bit of that. Let's punch out of this, see if we can bring it in and just kind of hover in safe. Remember, everything you're seeing in this video is going to be totally in safe. Didn't do that intentionally, but that's okay. We can roll with the punches and just have fun with it. Isn't that cool to do this in this stabilized, like basically trainer mode? It's really nice because I felt my wingtip stall coming right there, and all I did was punch out of it. When you have an airplane that has more than enough power, it can a lot of times save you and give you the confidence. Anything over 60% throttle on this airplane is just going to give me power to pull out of a bad mistake, a spot that I don't want to be in. Just got to watch that wing, pay attention to what the airplane wants to do or doesn't want to do. Wish I had a little more control over the airplane, but this is really fun to be doing in a stabilized mode. And it's funny because, you know, there's a lot of channels out there that want to show absolute perfection. They want to show just a perfect flight, no wrecks, no mistakes, no nothing. I just roll with it, you guys. We came out here, definitely didn't intend to show you this airplane with, you know, safe on the whole time, but that's what we have. And it might even be when I have safe on in one mode, and then in the other mode, I have the, what's the brand, what's Aero's brand called, Abby, do you know? I can't remember the name of it.
No idea.
It's like,
I just call it flight stabilization.
Yeah, it's their own version of safe, basically. So when I throw the switch, maybe one mode is with safe on and the other's with the other, but I definitely have high and low rates on, and I think that's just because of the other plane I had pulled this from, which was actually my Ultra Stick, believe it or not. It's really nice because I'm not actually tipping this upside down. I can pull off some really fun maneuvers even in this flight mode, but yes, I do wish I was flying a little bit. Did you follow it there, Abby?
I lost it, actually.
Let's do this again. Watch this. We're going to climb up and do a lot of rudder power maneuvers. I'm really making this poor little computer, the brain of this airplane, struggle doing these kind of maneuvers in a flight stabilized mode. As long as you keep your throttle up and a little bit of forward momentum, it can definitely handle most of what you throw at it. What you don't want to do is zero throttle in a weird position like this. There's zero throttle, and then just commit to zero throttle. You want to have some forward momentum, and it can do a lot of the thinking for you.
Here comes that tractor.
Yeah.
That's why I missed you the first time. I thought that's what they were about to do.
Aren't these really fun little maneuvers? I mean, we can basically knife edge this in the safe mode. It's really good. See which way they go. Really fun. And I'm doing all this stuff that you guys are watching with flaps on just because it's really fun.
I think they're gonna go behind us.
He is, yeah. They know a lot of times we're doing videos and stuff, so. This is really fun, actually, Abby. I should do this more often. It kind of lets you know what you're capable of doing in flight stabilized modes. Yeah, we're not kicking it upside down or anything, but this makes me really excited to get this plane out again and fly it again with the ability to turn this off. What I did was I checked on the ground to make sure I had basically high and low rates, and usually that tells me if I have safe thrown and assigned to a switch or not, but it was just a little bit different with this one. So what an awesome plane. I think it's amazing having 6S power. I feel like I can pull out of just about any maneuver with this, and I am really yanking the sticks pretty hard on this. I think you guys can probably tell. It's very punchy, and when you get a Cub style airplane like this, and you have that punchy power, it just makes it really fun to fly. But remember, we can fly this like a trainer too, and I'm just being a little bit goofy with it. But I've got flaps on, it flies very level. Having those lights, the nice bright contrasting colors, we have a lot of fun we can do with this. And it makes it very trainer-esque. Now there I turned flaps off. Let's do a full throttle pass. Here we go, we're gonna punch it. It's a very awesome airplane. Let's do that again. We're really mixing rudder in with that bank, and we're gonna punch it here. Let's kick it around again. Do kind of a show pass if we can. almost a knife edge, more of a show pass. Kind of hard to get my brain around that with the safe mode on. I'm not afraid of this airplane. I think you guys can tell that. This being a maiden flight, I was hoping to do a little bit more on it, but just a fun airplane to fly. There's zero throttle just coming in. So cool. And then we'll just punch it. And we can just climb out of anything. That was with some rudder, some aileron. Super cool, right? When's the last time I've flown an airplane and kept it in safe the whole flight?
Never.
Yeah, maybe like years and years ago.
The last time you made this mistake?
Sure, I'm not sure if I've ever done that, but I'm sure. Point is, I don't want anyone to think that there is absolute perfection that exists in this hobby. Anybody that thinks that is just fooling themselves and probably, I don't know, needs to take a second look at the hobby and other channels they watch and stuff. Let's bring this in for a no flap smooth landing. I know we could have flown a little longer on that, but I want to take a look and see where the battery's at, and I'm really pumped to get another flight in on this out of safe. Good plane. Oh man, jeez.
I thought you flew too long.
No.
What?
Guess where the battery's at on that? And I'm checking it with my smart battery checker because it's a smart battery.
3.2.
Good guess, because I thought it'd be low too. 3.9.
Oh man, you could have flown longer.
A lot longer, yeah.
It was like a 9-minute flight too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Hope you guys are okay with that little mistake. It ended up being kind of a fun way to try flying and really pushing the safe limits, so to speak. I mean, I was really throwing some tight maneuvers at it, and that was really fun. And that's a lot. That goes to show there's a lot of people that like to fly totally unsafe. There have been some people to question that and other bits of technology in this hobby. Well, it takes away from the experience. You're not really flying. Poop on you. You're really flying, and it's really fun. And a lot of people get total enjoyment out of flying their planes, even if they fly for 20 or 30 years with safe only. Trust me, I know hundreds, if not thousands of people that enjoy that kind of flying. And you can really get a little bit aggressive with that. That really was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. And there's probably some more maneuvers I could teach myself to do in safe only. Now, I made a mistake. I came out here thinking I had safe assigned to a switch on and off. I intended to actually only fly with safe off. Personally, I use it as a saving switch sometimes, but I don't really enjoy flying with safe on myself, and that's okay. Having said that, even though it was a very small mistake, it was a mistake. And that's why I'm glad I've got AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics. Now that could have been a, oops, throttle down, smash right into that RV over there, or that tractor that was coming by. You never know. Even though I'm flying totally by their guidelines and 100% the way I'm supposed to, you just never know when a mistake is going to happen. And I really, truly thought that I had safe on and off. You said 90% confidence, I said before takeoff, and I thought safe was off, right? But I had two safe modes on, high and low rates, assigned to the wrong switch. Goofy mistake, but again, I'm glad I had AMA. If you're interested in AMA, we'll have them linked in the description box below. It's totally worth the magazine subscription alone, but in case something ever were to happen and you're flying the way you're supposed to, you're covered. This was a beautiful airplane to fly. I had a really good time. I'm scratching my head thinking, what do I got to do to get this out of safe? I really don't know yet. I got to sit down and fiddle with it, but I'm very excited to fly it out of safe. And so I hope that you guys are excited to see another video coming up somewhat soon on the channel, knock on wood, that we can figure this out and get it back in the air, and we'll come back and fly this and hopefully get it upside down at least once or twice. If you love the airplane, and I think you should, so far in my experience, even not even getting it out of safe, this is the best version of the Husky I have flown by far. The 4S version is great, the 5S version is a little better, but who has 5S batteries? And I'm actually flying it on my 6S 3200mm batteries that came from my very first EDF, 6S EDF, which was it was either the Thunderbirds. Was it the Thunderbirds or was it the Viper? Yeah. Both of those actually were really right in line with each other. Still flying on those batteries, and that's what I flew on this today, and that's why I like it. It's a good sized battery. That long flight time, really punchy, having a lot of fun. Abby said it was a 9-minute flight, and we only got down to 3.9 volts per cell. That's like half the flight I could have gotten, basically. That's amazing. We can get close to 20 minutes of flight time having fun with this. So awesome size battery for an awesome size plane and a really good price point. It'll be linked in the description box below. Using that link does help to support our channel and our family, and I say thank you for doing it and thinking of us and helping to keep this channel going. A massive thanks to God for this bright, beautiful, great day to fly this Husky on. Didn't go according to plan, but it was still a beautiful day and I'm grateful for it. Also a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do without your amazing support. You guys are the best. We'll have another Arrows airplane video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.